3 o'clock. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, oh, nearly forgot Instagram. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. Got an email from EasyJet, probably saying, oh, look at these amazing places you can go to. Oh, EasyJet. Read the room. Read the room, EasyJet. Instagram. Oh, that's my one. Don't want to stream it on my one. Hey, Azim, how are you doing? Hope everyone's ready for some sock puppet shenanigans. Hope they're more ready than I apparently am. Not even got Instagram ready to roll yet. What's wrong with me? Forgot about him. I forgot about him. Let's be honest. Straight up forgot about the Insta fam. The Insta family. There they are. Hey, we're all here. Definitely didn't forget about you, Instagram. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So we're going to make some sock puppets today. Now, hi Harry, how's it going? Hi Luke, hello. I've chosen 2 very old stinky socks. And they've been... Oh, Katie only just got out of work. My day is very good today, Luke. How's yours? I chose these socks especially because they've been blessed by the Pope. Do you know how I know that? Because they're holy. Hello. The fun's already started. Yeah, so I chose some old holy socks, which I don't wear anymore, to make my sock puppets out of. Now, I've got 2 here, but I'm only going to make 1. But you're fine if you've got 1 sock. You don't need a second sock. It's optional, because you might want to use this sock, your second sock, just to cut stuff out of. So if you say want to make hair or something like that, or maybe you might try and make some clothes or something, you can use a second sock. You watched Men in Black, the new one today, International, Luke. Nice. Hey, James Bond. Look how big that hole is. I can fit 4 of my fingers and my thumb can squeeze through the front as well. It's a huge hole. The Pope really liked this one. Yeah. Okay. Now, we are doing a make-along here for our, what do you call them? Sock puppets. But you can make sock puppets whatever way you like. So I'm going to show you one way, but you don't have to do it that way. You can do it any way you want. You've got full creative freedom. The only thing I would suggest that you do that I do, just because it helps it a little bit, is what we're going to use on the inside to help make the mouth. That's what our paper's for. But the paper can also be for cutting out eyes and sticking eyes on. If you don't have googly eyes, I don't have googly eyes. Apart from these ones. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was some googly eye fun for everyone. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn your sock inside out. So you're going to turn it inside out like that. Cheese grommet. Okay. And then what you want to kind of try and do is flatten it out, but don't make it go inside out on the inside. So you've got kind of a circle there. You can see kind of if you flatten this bit of your sock, you'll get a bit of a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Liam Neeson was the bad man alien. Liam Neeson. He's got a particular set of skills. Sorry, spoiler alert for Men in Black International there. If you haven't seen it already, turns out Liam Neeson is the bad man alien. I will look for you. I will find you. And I will make you a sock puppet. Okay, so if your sock's inside out, next you're going to need... Oh, one thing I didn't say that we'd need Well, you don't need to have it. It's a pencil. It doesn't have to. You could do it freehand. What you just want to do is a circle on your piece of paper. Not a massive one. If you do a really big one, it's not going to fit in the sock. What you want it to be is about the size of the end of your sock here. So luckily, it depends on the kind of sock you have, but mine's quite neatly marked out where the end kind of circle is. You can see, sorry, I've got to get used to doing this on 3 different cameras, haven't I, guys? I always find it, the crafty ones are the hardest to kind of demonstrate, because it's hard to show you the right angle. But yeah, it's just got to be roughly around the size of the end of your sock, basically. You can use a pencil and draw it out first, or you could just go ahead and freestyle cut it. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So I'm just going to cut out a circle. I haven't even drawn the lines. Just going for it. There we go. George is here. Hey, George. Tommy Wright's here. Hi, Tommy. You got some socks ready to make a sock puppet? So, just a little circle that'll fit nicely on the end of your sock, like that. Okay. Just so you can all see, it'll just fit nicely. It doesn't have to be a huge circle, just a little one. This just helps you with your mouth, basically. Gives you a little something to hold on to. The next thing you're going to do is going to take your circle, your little circle, and you're just going to fold it in half. Now, I think I might have done my circle a little too small, but we'll see. I'm going to fold it in half like that. Whoops, dropped it. So. Oh, are you watching us as you walk home from work? Katie's on the move and watching. Oh, Luke seems to like it that I dropped my circle. Thinks it's funny. Off and away! Ha ha ha! Oh. Okay. When you're going to open up your circle, whoop, this is where we get some glue. And you're going to... I've got PVA glue, probably best. Glue sticks don't work so well, but for the inside bit, it doesn't matter too much. So whatever your glue is, you're going to put some on the inside of your folded circle, okay? On the inside. So that means the bit where you open up like a book on the inside. See, I've covered it in glue. I'm getting glue everywhere. Oh, this is messier than I thought it was going to be. This glue is quite runny. And you're going to stick it to the end of your sock. So the end of your sock will fit nicely on there. And you're going to fold it over the end there. And this should, hopefully, give us a better shaped mouth, which you can control a bit better on your sock puppet. Again, you don't need to do this. It's not necessary. You can make your sock puppet however you like, really. All you really need is a sock and your imagination. That's all there is to it. Just going to wipe some of this glue off my trousers and my hands. Gross. Hopefully I don't get a sock stuck to my hand. Now this is the one thing though, is you weren't probably going to wait until your glue has dried a bit before you turn your sock back the other way. So I'm doing this with paper. You can do it with card. Card is probably actually a bit better, but not everyone has card, including myself. It's been the real challenge when it comes to our craft activities, is trying to find things that people have in their house. And that can be a bit of a challenge, because a lot of crafts and things you look at, they're like, okay, now get your coloured feathers out, glue those on. Who has coloured feathers? I'm sure some people do, but I wouldn't say most people do. Okay. Oh, now, this is the thing. You should wait until the glue's dried, but we don't have time for that. So I'm going to turn my sock inside out now, but you guys, you should wait until your glue's dried, okay? And you can see now where my paper is, it's made a bit of a mouth. It's also made the end of my sock really sticky. But you can see there's a bit of a mouth there. So it means later on, when I put my hand in it, I'll be able to get a good grip to be able to move its mouth up and down like that. How's everyone's day today? How's everyone doing? The weather can't decide what it's doing today, can it? Looked really sunny this morning. We were like, yes, sun's back. 10 minutes later, it starts pouring down with rain. Sun's back out again. Hey! Oh, it's raining again. Can't make its mind up. He was very scary, was he? Oh, Liam Neeson's a scary man. Wait till you see what happens if you try and take his daughter. Doesn't end well. Okay, I'm going to get really sticky hands doing this, but now I can feel, in the end, where my paper is. And that is made a good little mouth bit there, which I can control really well, actually. Control C. So now I've got my bit of paper in the end. It gives it a bit more of a defined mouth. But yeah, wait till it's dried. Otherwise you're going to get really gooey fingers like I've got now. And your paper will move around. My paper's not really sticking to it now because my fingers are moving it around. But that's basically what you can do. But like I said, we don't need... Sorry, YouTube, I realise you've got the worst camera angle here and you can't really see what I'm doing. You'll see that where I've put the paper on the end, that is going to help us to have a more defined mouth. That's pretty much all there is to it in terms of what I would recommend. Otherwise, you're up to do things freely. Now, I'm going to use paper to make some eyes. That's why... Hi, Daniel and Phoebe! So I'm going to use paper to make some eyes. I'm just going to cut some circles out. And I'm going to glue those to my sock puppet. I think it needs a name. So if anyone has any ideas for a name for my sock puppet, let me know in the comments. What's his or her name? So I'm going to glue one eye on here. Here we go. So I've cut out an eye on out of paper. And I'm now gluing it to my sock puppet. Then I might draw a little pupil on it once that's done. Who knows? This is the great thing about our sock puppets is you've got complete creative freedom to make whatever you like. So whatever works for you, you can give it a go. Oh, I've done a much bigger eye for this one. Let's try and make it a little bit smaller, shall we? There we go. I'm going to stick my second eye on to my sock puppet with my glue. Might need a touch more. Problem is this glue is very runny, so it's very difficult. I should have just put it out on the thing and used a paintbrush, really. But learn these things the hard way, don't we? It's alright, Lloyd. There is no such thing as late on these live streams. You come whenever you're ready, sir. Here we go. And now I've glued on my paper eyes. Now you might have googly eyes. You might have pom-pom balls. You might have, I don't know, you could maybe marbles. I don't know how you glue those on, but remember, you can make your eyes however you like. I've just opted for paper because that's what I have in my house. And that's why we're doing it this way, is because we don't all have lots of crafting stuff. So we want to make sure you can just make it with whatever you have. Alright. I do, though, have some string. Has anyone had any ideas for names? What we can name the sock puppet. So I've got some string here. See my string? This is going to be the hair. And again, I'm just going to put some glue straight onto the sock. You can't really see this. Let me see if I can Get a better view. There you go. I'm very aware of how bad the view is for YouTube at the moment. But here's my sock puppet. Bob says Luke, oi! Hey! Let's get a better view for you there, Instagram. Oh, look at that. You can see the YouTube stream happening. Hey! So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of glue here, and I'm going to put my string on top of it to make our hair. Katie says I should call it Jack. Oh, that'll get confusing, won't it? Someone's like, where's Jack? Oh, he's lying on the desk. It's going to lead to some confusion. And yeah, Luke is suggesting Bob as a name. James is saying Specsocular. I like that. Specsocular. These are all great ideas for names, guys. So I'm going to put my glue on here, my very runny glue. And I'm just going to take my string and I'm just going to rest it over the top here like that. Hopefully, once it's dried, I should get some nice, cool, long, stringy hair. Now I'm planning on making a tongue as well. That's why I've got this purple sock. You see my purple sock? Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube, if I'm not getting good angles here. Jack 2. There we go. Oh, George has got buttons. Good thinking, George. So I've got this sock here, and I'm going to cut out a little tongue. It looks like kind of tongue coloured, doesn't it? Which end should I cut a tongue from? I'm going to cut it from this end. So I'm just cutting this. This is why I suggested a second sock. You don't need to have a second sock. Whatever works for you. Oh. Help if I have the scissors the right way, wouldn't it? Silly me. There we go. Now, if you are using scissors and cutting stuff out, really important that you're very careful. If you're not feeling very confident, you can ask someone else in the house to help you. Maybe you've got your mum or dad around, or whoever looks after you, or maybe an older brother or sister. Because if you are cutting material, like socks, it's a bit tougher to do, as I'm finding out, live on camera, which is useful, isn't it? A lot of things would be like, oh, here's one I cut out earlier. Not with me, guys. You're getting the full nuts and bolts. There we go. I used to love these socks. These used to be my favourite socks, my wolf socks. But then they got huge holes in them. I couldn't wear them anymore. Okay. So again, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. This is my tongue. My tongue. Yeah, you're getting licked. Hi, Jacob. How's it going? Okay, so we are going to stick some glue onto here. Onto my tongue. And I'm going to stick the tongue inside my sock's mouth. And also get really gluey hands as I do it. Chris Hemsworth. So, ooh, that's a great question, guys. If there was going to be a film of your life, who would play you? So, Luke just said Chris Hemsworth is his actor. So does that mean that if there was a film about your life, Luke, Chris Hemsworth would play you? I think that would be a great choice. Oh, missed video call. Who's trying to video call me? Call it Dave, says Daniel, or Phoebe, or both. One thing I'm going to quickly do is just snip the end of my... give my puppy a little bit of a haircut. Just so we get loose flowing locks. Has anyone had a lockdown haircut yet? I haven't. But I used to have long hair, so I don't mind if it gets long. Here we go. Lots of great suggestions for names. I don't know how to pick one out of all the ones you've said. I'm just going to draw some little pupils onto my sock's eyes. There we go. Should have done that first. It's going through the paper. There we go. That's how we learn. Anyone who's ever done one of my sessions will know that art and craft. Hi Jessel, how's it going? It's not one of my fortes. There we go. There you are. Look at yours, Lloyd. I can't see yours. I'm struggling to see my screen because I've had to point the thing down. But I think this is looking pretty. It's actually looking a lot better than I thought it was going to. So here we go. Now it hasn't quite dried yet, so it might fall apart. I'm jumping the gun just so you can all see what it looks like. Oh, it's very wet on the inside. Very wet and sticky because of the glue. Let's get your hair down. Come on then. Come on then. Let's get you back up. I'm really aware that YouTube haven't had a great show because of the camera angles, and the delay doesn't help me either. Tell you what, if anyone still hasn't done their singing Yellow Submarine yet, they could always do it with their puppet. If you're making a puppet, you could use your thing. Well, I've definitely gone a little bit too early though, but can you see I've got the long flowing hair going on? There we go. Hanging down. It's a little bit creepy looking. Lloyd, you've just sent me a picture of your face, not your puppet. Unless you've made a very realistic self-portrait puppet. Oh, it's your haircut. I see. Nice haircut, Lloyd. Who did your hair? Something just fell off. Oh, his tongue fell out. But there we go. That's all there is pretty much to it. But of course, you can make more things. You can make clothes for it. You can make different styles of hair. You can make a nose. You can make anything you like, really. As long as you've got a bunch of old socks, some scissors, and some glue. The world's your oyster. You can make more than one. You can make loads of the things. You could make enough to put on a whole show for someone in your house. Or you could, like I said, if you haven't done your Yellow Submarine Choir video yet, you could use it for that and have that singing the song with you. Or just if you're feeling shy about being on the camera, just have the puppet. Like, we all live on the Yellow Submarine, Yellow Submarine, Yellow Submarine. Gonna be honest, guys, that was a lot quicker than I was expecting it to be. But that's probably due to my impatience in waiting for the glue to dry. So yeah, it does take a bit of patience to make these sock puppets, because you have to wait for your glue to dry. I need to give a little bit more of a haircut because it's got the what's the opposite of a split end? A joint. Tubey. That's a great name. Yeah, there he is. Haven't quite decided on a name yet. Could be Jack. Could be Jack 2. Could be Bob. Could be Spooksocular. Specsocular. Could be Tubey. Lots of options. Right now he's Sticky. So maybe that could be its name. Sticky. His tongue's fallen out though. I might make him a mustache. Should make him a little mustache. Using my scissors and my old sock. My wolf sock. Let's try and stick his tongue back in, shall we? It's rude to stick your tongue out. We're having fun. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I'd say maybe 2% of the time I am. Right, let's make a little mustache, shall we? I say a little mustache. I want him to have a big mustache. So we're gonna. These scissors are. Well, the scissors will let me anyway. What are people? Sticky socky pudding. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner. Well done, James. Sticky socky pudding. That is the name. Oh. Tear my socks open. Get a big whiff of cheese. Ba 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 baby bell. Oh, I think we have our mustache though. Curious what people have been up to today. What have people been doing today? Let me know in the comments. I know Katie's been at work. And Luke has been watching Men in Black International, starring Liam Neeson and Chris Hemsworth. Wonder what everyone else has been doing on this not so sunny Friday. Hope people have been singing Yellow Submarine. I need more. I've only got a few entries for that at the moment. I need more. So guys, please, please, please do. Remember, if you're feeling nervous about singing on camera, don't worry, because there's going to be so many other people. You won't even really, you got to really look to find you. And you won't be able to hear you ever as well, because there should be, hopefully, lots of other people singing too. So you won't even really be able to hear yourself just sing by yourself. If anything, people will mainly hear me, because everyone's singing along to the backing track. So you just hear me in the background of them singing as well, which is a real shame. Won't have a pop hit if we've got my voice on it, will we? Well, these scissors are either not very good or this sock is very strong, which it can't be considering how many holes I got in it in the end. I might need a different pair of scissors. Oh, it's my toolkit here. Hang on, it might be alright. Get out the old toolbox. You can't sing it on my own. You either sing it with it. Well, you are singing it with me is the thing, though, technically. I'm there with you in the video when you sing along with me. I remember I'm the only person who sees it, really. And it's... Oh, these scissors are much better. Here we go. We're on our way now, guys. We're on our way. Right. Sorry guys, I know me cutting stuff out may not be the most exciting thing to watch. Unless it is. Maybe that's how boring your days got. Watching me cut stuff out is a thrill. Which is very unlikely. Here we go. Here's our mustache. A little mustache. See our little mustache there? I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. Well, I say a little bit with this glue pot. Probably loads. Because so much comes out. I'm going to need to change my clothes after this. I've got glue all over me. What a mess. Here we go. Stick his mustache on. Here we go. We got a mustache. If you guys can see it. There it is. Liam Neeson's your actor. You'd have Liam Neeson play you, would you, Luke? Do I have a water bottle so that when you're thirsty you can have a drink? I do in next door. I left it next door in my bedroom. There's no way to do it together, Lloyd, but like I said, if you're singing it with our backing track, it's like you're doing it with me. It's like I'm in the room. And if you just want to do the chorus, just do the chorus. If you just want to do one line, do one line. Alex sent me a lovely video of him singing, so thank you, Alex. That was great. Hi, Sophia. How's it going? Sorry, I didn't show you guys the mustache on my puppet. There it is. There it is. Now, it's getting very wet and sticky with glue, so I don't know if I'm going to put my hand back in there. So it might be I have to show you it on Sunday when it's properly dried. But it's sticky socky pudding. How about that? Guys, it's only been half an hour. Well ahead of schedule. And can I say as well, it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Haven't had a single technical difficulty. Sunday's the usual day. So we'll have to wait and see. But we'll see. Yeah, that's exactly how you can do it, Lloyd. What should we do? I don't want to make it less like half an hour. I like it to be at least 45 minutes. What can we do? 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 Is my cat here? She's nearby. Hello? She's very sleepy, I'm being told. Hello. Here she is. Oh, I've got gluey hands. Hope you don't get stuck to me. Say hello. Say hello. Could you get me from downstairs in the bookcase a pack of cards, or at least, yeah, I think we have some. Say hello. Ira is here. Doesn't want to be by the sounds of it, by the feel of it. Off she goes. Off she goes. Alright guys, I've decided what I'm going to do for the last 10 minutes. It's going to teach you all a magic trick, okay? And then you can amaze everyone in your house. You do have to do a little bit of spelling, but you can get people to help you with that when you show them the trick, okay? So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not that great a speller, doesn't matter, you can use that. You can make that part of the trick. maybe you could even go in a bit wild here. You could get your puppet to do the magic trick. Could be a bit wild. Could be a bit crazy. Hey Zeem, how's it going? If anyone just joining us, we have finished our, well, I finished my sock puppet and I'm just leaving it to dry because the glue is very wet. But I'll give you a show of it here. There it is. This is Sticky Socky Pudding. It's named by James. Sticky Socky Pudding. Sticky Socky Pudding. We've already got a theme for the disco tomorrow, Lloyd. Do you know what it is? It's Disney. We're having a Disney disco tomorrow. We've got a Disney theme tomorrow. No? Is it not one in a? It's in like a metal kind of thing. Hey, Daz is here. Hey, Daz. Yeah, so we've got a Disney theme tomorrow. So you can guess what I'm going to ask you all to dress up as. Little clue. Ah, thank you very much. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to show you all the magic trick. Okay. So prepare yourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 3 piles of 3 on the table in front of me. Then I'm going to ask someone to pick one of the cards. All right. Glam rock for another disco. I love it. Great idea. Okay, so 3 piles of cards here. Oh. Sorry, just going to get Instagram so they can see it. Now, here they are. So we have the Queen of Spades. We've got the King of Hearts and the 10 of Spades. Now, someone needs to pick one. Someone needs to pick one. Is it going to be the Queen of Spades, the King of Hearts, or the 10 of Spades? You can just put a K, a Q, or a 10 if you're not sure how to spell any of those. All right. Hopefully you can see it on YouTube. It's hard to tell. Oh, if I open OBS, that should actually give me a better idea, shouldn't it? There we go. Okay. So, 10 of Spades. 10 of Spades says George. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to spell 10 of Spades. And then with each letter, I'm going to put a card down. And then when a word is finished, I'll pick up the word, okay? So just to give you an example, it's going to be, yeah, let it go, Lloyd, I saw it. So we're going to do 10 of Spades. So first I'm going to spell 10. T-E-N. That's 10. Now we're going to do of, because it's of Spades. So O-F. Now I've finished of, I'm going to pick those up. And then I'm going to spell Spades. S-P-A-D-E and S. So the card was 10 of Spades. I have spelt 10 of Spades. I'm now going to turn over the card on top, and the card on top is the wrong one. Have I spelt 10 of Spades wrong? I think I've done a spelling mistake. Disaster. Hang on. What did I spell wrong, guys? What did I spell wrong? Hang on, let's get you back. T-E-N, 10. O-F of S-P-A-D-E-S. Oh, guys, I've got my spelling all mixed up. Or have I got the wrong amount of cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm confused. Hang on. I've never not done this trick right before. That's really confused me. Never not done this trick before. 2, 3. Oh, I've got one card too many. Silly me. Oh. I had an extra card in there. Right, 10 of spades. Right. Just double checking that I'd got it right. T E N 10 O F of spades S P A D E S. No, it's spade, not spades. That's why. There we go. 10 of spades, right. Silly me. Okay. You're very welcome, James. Alright, take 2 without my silly spelling mistake. So we got to pick one of these. Ace of spades, 6 of clubs. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I didn't add my magic. Guys, I'm a fool. Right, I need to add magic. 1, 2, 3. Amateur hour. Sorry, guys. I promised you a magic trick and then I forgot how to do it. But I've just remembered. Okay. So we need to choose one of these cards. King, 8, or ace. King, 8, or ace. I didn't add my magic. Can't believe I forgot to add my magic. King, 8, or ace. Do a king, a K, an 8, or an A. Tell me which one to do. First one I see will be the one I pick. A, says Luke. Okay. Gonna get it right this time. I've got to add my magic. So I got ace. Ace of spades. Here we go. S-P-A-D-E-S. And now I need to add some magic. So I'm going to spell out magic as well. M-A-G-I-C. This should be the ace of spades. Let's see if I've got it right. There we go. Forgot to add the magic. Right, I'm going to do it one more time. And I'll teach you guys how to do it. Now that I've actually remembered how to do it myself. So Daniel asked for a K. So we'll do one with a K. So we've got here, this one is the king of spades. Here we go. K-I-N-G, that's king. Then of, O-F, of. Then it's spades, S-P-A-D-E-S. S. And then lastly, gotta add a bit of magic. M A G I C. Let's see what card we have on top here. The King of Spades. Whee! Got there in the end, didn't we, guys? So now I'm going to teach you all how to do it. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to put them down in 3 piles of 3. So go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get someone to pick one of the 3. So they're going to pick either the 2 of clubs, the 6 of clubs, or the ace of spades. Let's say, for example, they picked the ace of spades. So you're going to pick them up. First, you're going to pick up this 3. Then you're going to pick up this 3. All that matters is this pile. So if you can see my hands, when you pick it up, you put it on the top like that. So this 3 goes on the top of the pile of cards. Now you just got to do the spelling. If you're not very good at spelling, get the person you're doing the trick with to do it. So first word is on this one card is ace. You're going to say A, C, and E. And then when you pick them up, you just put them on the bottom of your deck like that. You don't need to shuffle or anything. Just put them straight up to the bottom. Then you go on to the next word. O, F. You always do your of. Make sure you do your of. Again, you're going to pick them up, put them straight on the bottom. Then you're going to spell the suit of cards. So it was the ace of spades. So it's going to be S, P, A, D, E, S. Again, you're going to pick them up and they just go straight onto the bottom. Make sure every time you put stuff on the bottom that the card is facing down. So you've always got your cards like this, or whatever's on the back of your cards. Then the last thing you need to do is spell out the word magic, the thing I forgot to do at the beginning. So you're going to spell out magic like this. M, A, G, I, C. Then you get the person who you're doing your trick with, say, turn over the card, and when they turn over the card, it will be the card they asked for in the first place. And guess what? It works with whatever card they choose. So even if they pick Queen of Diamonds, which has got the most letters, it still works. Even if they pick 6 of clubs, which is the least, or ace of clubs as well, it still works. Doesn't matter what the card is. The only ones you can't use are jokers. So make sure you're not using jokers. Okay, so if you could learn how to do this trick, maybe you can show someone your trick at home. So a little bonus activity for you there, because our sock puppets did not take long at all. I wonder if it's dried enough for me to put it on. Oh, I forgot I had these Disney ears on. Let's see, has this dried enough? Still a bit wet and soggy, but I think I can get it on here. So this is sticky socky pudding. Oh, it's very wet on the inside. With a little mustache. There he is, sticky socky pudding. Hey guys, what's shaking? What's up? Hope you're well. How's it going? Hope you like the magic tricks. Ho, 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 it's magic. You know. Never believe it's not so. Alright then. thanks everyone. If you had a good time, socky oh, it's hard to say. Sticky socky pudding. Had a great time, thank you. All right. What are we doing tomorrow? It's a Disney disco. Disney disco. I don't think you get many unces in a Disney song. All right. Calm it down, Sticky. All right, we shall see you all tomorrow. Yes, see you tomorrow for our Disney disco at 3 p.m. Don't think Dino is in any danger. You hearing that, Sticky? You hearing that? Oh, let me at him. Let me at him. Calm it down. It's not worth it. Not worth it, Sticky. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah. See you tomorrow for Disney Disco. Bye. Bye. Bye.